Well, welcome back. You know, each year, two students, just two, are selected from each state as part of the United States Senate Youth Program to spend a week in Washington, D.C. with their state senators, learning about the American political process, and each receives a $10,000 scholarship to college. They meet the president, they meet a Supreme Court justice. It's pretty exciting. We want to introduce you to this young gal, senior Deepti Pillai. She is the president of the student body of Minnetonka High School. We heard about you this week. We wanted you to come, and you literally have just a few moments before you get on your plane to Washington. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
I was looking through your resume, and I am telling you it would take us at least the entire hour to get through all the things that you've done. But let's talk about the onus of really moving toward politics and why you think that's really important and what Minnetonka High School has done to help you get to where you are right now.
Yeah, so I think that my interest in politics started pretty young, just based on my background and where my family's from and all of that. And so I got interested in politics really young, and me and my brother have kind of always watched elections and became super infatuated with that. And as I kind of grew up, I got more into this idea of patterns and looking at patterns of voting. And it was really interesting to start seeing how emotion plays into politics and how people's trust in government affects voting and all those things in our political efficacy. And so I got really interested in the idea of maybe working in government and politics and working towards a future where more people trust our government and are more excited about voting and feel like their elected representatives truly represent them and that it's someone they want to vote for rather than someone that is the least bad option, if that makes sense. And so,
totally.
Yeah, and so that's kind of like my passion for politics and government and what I want to do in the future. And so from there, I've kind of just been doing all different types of stuff throughout high school that aligns with those interests, but also just stuff that really excites me. So
Yeah, you were saying that the key to what you've loved about all these experiences, I mean, working for Dean Phillips, knocking on doors, I mean, working with all is the connections you've made with people.
Exactly.
And you think that's the key to it?
Yes, 100%. I was going to say, out of all the things I've done, that's been the common denominator that has made everything so worth it and made me so excited about it, was whether it was campaigning for president and connecting with people and handing out bracelets and just talking to my peers, or even like Dean Phillips, like you had said, through that internship, knocking on doors and actually having conversations with people about what they're concerned about and what they really care about. I feel like that made the difference, and that's what I care about most.
And once you connect with people, you can actually have a conversation versus what happens a lot these days is a lot of yelling and no one's listening, right?
Yes.
So you're trying to kind of move through that and work on that.
Yes, constructive conversation is so important.
Yeah, and you're also a tennis player.
Yeah.
And so you've applied to a whole bunch of colleges. What if you want to, what's your number one choice? What are you thinking of?
I have a ton of different schools that I'm interested in. They're all mostly on the East Coast, whether in a big city or in DC. I'm kind of waiting to hear back from most of them. There wasn't one specifically that I had in mind, but any of them I'd be so excited to attend, yeah.
So for parents or for young folks that are watching, what would your piece of advice be about how to get involved with different things and really have some, a high school experience like the one that you're having?
Yeah, I think that what was key for me was going into my freshman year, I had kind of established what I care about most and what I really want to focus myself on. I figured out what I enjoy the most and paired that with also what I want to do in the future. And so being able to have that set going into high school, I was able to kind of just grab onto all these things that aligned with those interests, and yeah.
Really, I mean, absolutely great. And you did mention that lane that you've decided to be in is very, very full of opportunities at Minnetonka High School. So kudos to Minnetonka High School
Yes.
and to the skippers and to you. Congratulations. Have a wonderful week in Washington.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Are you so excited?
I'm so excited.
Oh my God. Are you going with your dad, or do you go with your other student from Minnesota?
Yes, the other student from Minnesota. So
gets to go.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. All right, well, we'll check back in with you and see how things go. And good luck, and let us know where you end up in college.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, still to come, a quick